Hey, do you mind if I join you?
Hey, that dude is talking to you.
Sorry. You.
Not you. It was me. Can you kind of beat it? Because you're a distraction. Hey!
What brings you down here? You on vacation here with your boyfriend?
No, I'm just here with, my mom.
Why are you dressed like powder?
The sun is very dangerous.
Mom, it feels like you're putting on a lot.
No, just here, when you need it here.
Let's go out tonight. Hair, makeup, boobs. We're going out.
Emily, I am not going out at night.
Everything shouldn't be so scary.
Oh, it damn well should. 1 in 4 tourists are kidnapped.
Not true.
1, 2, 3, somebody's missing.
I met a man.
Well, drinking with a man in a foreign country. It's a smart, responsible thing to do.
We need an amazing adventure.
Where the hell are we?
The scenic route.
What's your PIN number?
Everything he says.
I already am before you told me to.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, God.
I was gonna change it. I will get us out of here. I need you to believe in me. Mom, come on! Do you think maybe that guy's okay?
I saw his brains.
Why can't you just make me feel better?
Listen, I need your help. Mom and I got kidnapped.
State Department.
My mom and sister, they've been taken. I imagine you have a commando squad. 4 underground criminals who were tried for a crime they didn't commit.
Sounds like the A-team.
It is the A-team. Do you have an A-team?
Why did I ever let you talk me into this?
I should have just listened to you.
I love you. This is great, but we really gotta get out of here, you know?
Yeah, we should get out of here. Okay. We have to fight, Mom.
We've got this.
Mom, that was awesome.
You messed with the wrong bitches.
Yeah.
Go. I'm gonna count down. I'm gonna do it.
Please, please.
199.
Thanks. Hello. Ooh.
You like the chair?
It's
Woo was?
kinda,
Woo.
Yeah, it's kind of like a high chair. I feel like a baby, you know, about to have my dinner.
It's more of a bit. If you do like a thing, like if you swing, it's like
Swing.
yeah. Now we
doesn't
look like
happen to-
now we look like idiot.
We look
babies.
adorable.
Yeah.
We look like we're gonna go in the playground.
Test the audience. Idiot babies are adorable. What do you think?
Well,
I got nothing. I'm going with idiot babies based off of that reaction. Tom, thanks so much for being here.
thanks for having me. Hello.
Congratulations on Snatched.
Yeah, it's fun, huh?
I always feel like I'm saying something dirty when I say the title. I think
know.
that's the intention
You know,
behind
I
it. But
I don't think they knew. I remember when we were filming a scene in the Four Seasons, and they hadn't. Everyone was sat around looking very serious, and I was like, "What's up? Why is everyone looking so serious?" And they said, "We're trying to come up with a name for this movie." And there was lots of different.
Untitled Amy Schumer mom movie for a while,
Mother
right?
Daughter
Something
was,
like
was what it was, and they just went, "Oh, we've got all these ideas," and I sat there going, "We're halfway through filming this movie, and you haven't got a name for it." But I think Snatched is perfect because it's the sort of right side of dirty and whatever, and it makes a lot of, hints at what the movie's about.
So talk about your character in the film.
I played James, who, as I think you could tell from the trailer, Amy's character wants to just have this big fun holiday, get over her boyfriend who's dumped her at the beginning of the movie, and she meets this seemingly charming guy who takes her on this wild adventure, and then, he sort of continues it. He's like, "Come on, keep coming with me, I'm gonna," and then she says, "Oh, well, I'm here with my mom," and I say, "Even great, bring her along." And then I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to.
That's good.
That's good. We'll stop there.
That
We'll
was
stop.
good.
Quit
Yeah,
while you're ahead, right?
I don't think you want to get to the reveal or anything that I know about.
There's more to me than meets the eye, is the thing, basically.
Oh, there's a big mystery.
Yeah.
But this character, he is reminiscent, I think, if you ever do any traveling in Thailand or South America, there is this guy that you kind of want to meet, that you fantasize about meeting. The charming guy or the charming person who's an expat that will take you sort of anywhere and knows the sort of back alleys that are really fun.
Yeah, and it's that, everyone, no one wants, when you're on holiday, no one wants to be the tourist. You always want to feel like, you get to see the real part of the island and everything. And so he's that guy. Amy's character very much wants to go and experience the island and experience the world.
And she does.
Oh, and she definitely does. Stay tuned, yeah.
It's very corny. Sorry, guys. When you're, what was it like working with Amy? She's, I mean, clearly you guys are improvising a little bit on set. Had you been used to that at all?
I had a bit, not on a set really. I'd never done it. I'd done, theatre work where you improvise back home, so I was sort of comfortable. But I mean, she's a master, and I even had this game. The first scene, it was a game that I was playing with myself in my head, which was I'm going to try and throw Amy. I'm going to try and throw something at her that she can't have a funny comeback to. It's impossible. She's got the quickest mind in the world. But that first scene we did in the bar, I remember we got so off point with improvisation that I had no idea what the scene was about, because by the end of it I was going, I have to get us back to me getting her, out of this bar and coming, but I have no idea how I'm going to do that,
Did the director care? Was he like, yeah, you have to get her back? He's like, no, just keep having fun.
No, he's great, because, you'd always do one clean pass, so we did one clean thing with the way, Kate's script, how it was written, and then he'd go, right, now we're going to fuck around with it, and, am I allowed to swear on here?
Yeah, you can
Sweet,
swear.
Too late.
That was wonderful. His face when he just looked at me was really wonderful.
Like, yeah.
Just ruin everything?
He just said, oh, now just go crazy, now just do one. And, what I could basically I was just throwing balls up and Amy was just batting them down, and that was...
Did you know that that's
fun.
what you should do, like, right off the bat? Or were you like, oh, I have to be really funny, too, and come up with lines?
No, because it's their movie, it's their... look, it's them, and they're hilarious together, and so I'm the catalyst for this hilarious story, really. So it wasn't my job to be the funny one. I sort of moved the story along. I get some fun bits, but yeah, I remember when I got the job, I remember saying, oh, I got that part in that comedy movie, and my agent said, yeah. I said, that's weird, because I'm not that funny, am I? And my agents went, no.
How did you feel about that?
I was like, fuck you guys.
But I feel like that probably, even them just being honest with you, made you feel more comfortable going into the movie because you didn't feel like you had to be funny.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Also, you should never really...
try to be funny in a comedy movie.
Exactly, because then you die. All you got to do is just play your storyline, and if your storyline is funny, like what happens to these guys throughout the movie is just constantly funnier and funnier and funnier. Whereas my part, you don't really want him to be funny, because if he was funny, he wouldn't serve the device that he is supposed to serve. So I was happy. I was filming in Hawaii. I don't need the laughs. I'm just having fun.
What was it like working with Goldie Hawn? You have some scenes with her, and she's a legend. I mean, she has stories about Hollywood going back to the early 70s. Pretty an amazing time. Do you try to hit her up for stories, or do you try to sort of let them come out naturally?
They come out naturally. Also, you just... you never really want to, when you meet someone like her, she's a sort of a plinth of Hollywood, and you don't really want to say, oh my God, what was this like? But they come out, you'll just be talking away, and then suddenly she says, oh, I remember this one time with this.
With Warren back in 71.
But she's not really what I expected, she's just really cool, and not that I expected her not to be cool, but, she's like a big hippie, and she's been doing amazing charity work all over the world, and I found that quite amazing, really. And we had I think the first huge conversation her and I had was about 2 hours on a boat talking about dreams. Don't know where that came from. Yeah. I was as confused as you guys are, yeah.
Who started that conversation about dreams?
It was I hope it was her, because otherwise I'm really embarrassed, so...
If she was sitting here, she would say, yeah, he talked to me for 2 hours about dreams. I don't know what the hell that was about.
Yeah.
So you get to Hawaii. Had you ever been to Hawaii before?
No, I hadn't. I said when I got the job as well, I didn't know it was filming in Hawaii, and I said to my mum, if I ever won the lottery, I would go to Hawaii. I'm from London, so, that's the other side of the planet for us. And so there I was, filming in Hawaii. And
how much time did you get there?
About 9 weeks. I was there for kind of the whole shoot. Yeah.
Wow.
And we didn't really shoot weekends, so I got weekends off. So I just got to go all over the island. I met a really cool group of people as well. A couple of Mexican guys who were in the army there, who I became really good friends with, and they took me onto these private army beaches, and we went for these sort of hikes up mountains.
I would imagine if you're there for 9 weeks, you had if that's the whole shoot, you had a fair amount of free time though, right? Because your appearances in the film are like most of the first act, and without giving anything away, you sort of disappear for a good portion of the second act.
Yeah, and then come back. Yeah, and so I had
just hanging for a little bit.
Yeah, living it. And they said, do you want to go home? Or I went to LA for a little bit, and they said, do you want to I said, why would I want to go home? I'm in Hawaii. You guys, you're putting me up in Hawaii. I'm happy, you know. So I was just, I did scuba diving.
Do they ever worry about you getting too tan if you're shooting in Hawaii or something like that? They're like, you can't stay out. Don't get too much sun because we won't know how to cover it up.
No, because my mission was to get as tanned as possible. You know, they flew me out about 5 days early to get used to jet lag and stuff, and they just said, we need you to get tanned because your character's supposed to have been here for a while. So I just got to sit there and sunbathe and call it work.
The life of an actor.
I know, it's horrible. We're like, you know, it's horrible.
So is this your first comedy that you've done, really?
On film, yeah. I've done comedy plays back. I do a lot of stage work back in London. So I've done comedies. I've done a TV show that was. Do you know Phoebe WallerBridge?
Of course. Yeah.
I worked with Phoebe, and
Which show?
Well, I did a pilot series that she did. I couldn't do because actually I was doing this. I couldn't do her the actual series, but I did the pilot with her of. Crashing, which was her first one.
I've seen Crash with the family in the not the family, but
the
in the
group
house, all the roommates.
So I did the pilot
great.
of that, but then when it got picked up to series, I couldn't because I was in Hawaii doing this. But so I'd done comedy, but this was my first big with heavyweights like these guys. This was my first big one.
What was it like working with Phoebe WallerBridge?
Oh, she's brilliant. She's a bit, you know, she's actually very similar to Amy. You know, she creates a lot. She writes so much. She directs. She's got such a clear vision, but she's open to other people coming in and putting theirs on. And even though she's the face of something quite brilliant, you know, she generates things, and it's very contagious energy to be around.
Yeah, I think she's a genius. I thought Fleabag was one of the best shows to have come out in a really long time.
No, it was fantastic and very sad. You know, Crashing was kind of an all-out comedy, but Fleabag, if you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's great.
Crashing was kind of like her version of Friends, it felt like.
Yeah.
And Fleabag is like just her own thing. Completely.
Yeah, and I mean, she came up with a
anything.
completely new style, you know, of this sort of point of view storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some questions from the audience. Who do we have right here? You got a microphone? You have a question? No.
I have a question.
Hey.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Tom. So I was reading that you have a movie coming out with Liam Neeson where you're playing like another sort of villainous role. How do you like playing the bad guy, and are you afraid of like maybe being like pigeonholed into that after this movie too?
I love playing. I haven't played too many bad guys, but I love playing them. As when I met Michael Schamberg, who's our producer, he produced Pulp Fiction, Aaron Brockovich, so he's a big old heavyweight. I met him and our director, and they said, you get all the best lines in the movie because you're the bad guy. And it's true. So it's really, really fun.
You're not necessarily the bad guy in this movie. Though.
Not really in this. I mean, no, I'm not really the bad guy in this. I mean, if there was a bad guy, yeah, but I'm not really the bad guy. But in the Liam Neeson movie, yeah, I'm all out. He's horrible. He's a piece of shit. He's horrible. So
do you try when you're playing a villain like that? Do you try to find humanity in him, or are you just kind of like, nah, I'm just gonna relish this. I'm gonna twirl the mustache.
I think it's not humanity. Try and find. I've always thought it's not for you to judge the character. So you have to make sense of why someone does something. Instead of trying to make them accessible to an audience, you have to think maybe why would I do these things that I do. But sometimes you just gotta have fun. And with the bad guy, that's often the way.
Next question. Oh, now you have a question.
Oh, hey.
Thank you for being here. So what's difficult for you to enter this acting business?
Sorry,
what's it difficult for you to enter the acting career? What advice would you give to?
No, that's fine. I've been very lucky in my career. I went to drama school and got picked up by an agent, and then I got a job quite early on. So I've been quite lucky, but it's tough. You know, there's lots of people out there and not that many jobs out there. So, but that's how I did it. Some people don't go to drama school, but that was my routine. I went to drama school. I got training. I got an agent, and yeah, the rest is history. Yeah.
When you got picked up by an agent right out of drama school and you got jobs, were you like, did you feel bad around your friends? were you like, they were like, I don't know what to do. Guys. I can't eat. I'm not getting jobs. And you're like, I know. I'm sorry.
Horrible. I'm in Hawaii getting sunburned. No, because, you know, my friends have done very well, and they also understand that our business is talent and hard work are there, and they get you quite far. But, I mean, luck. You got to be ready when luck comes your way. And you don't know when luck's happening. If luck lands in your lap, and you're ready to go, then you're ready to go. But no, they weren't. Friends are friends, you know.
I think we have time for one more question right here.
Thanks for being here. So I was wondering, kind of like making the jump from the stage to the screen, is it really different acting on camera, or did you find that transition kind of easy?
No, I find the transition is relatively easy because you always have to strive for truth with what you're doing. Kenneth Branagh, who I've worked with a couple of times now on stage and then on film, I did a movie with him that's coming out later this year. He said a very good thing of when you're acting on stage, the audience is out there, and when you're acting for camera, the audience is right here, and that's really the only difference. People find it easier and harder to go between the two, but that made sense to me. But you're always striving for truth.
Kenneth Branagh directing the film that you're in with him that's coming out this summer?
Yeah, that's Murder on the Orient Express. He's directed it, and he's also playing Poirot. So.
Wait, what movie? Sorry, what did you say?
Murder on the Orient Express.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. Yeah. I was just making sure that's what
I just said it very quickly. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's amazing. What was it like working with Kenneth Branagh?
Oh, Ken, he's. I could never really. There are no words. He's amazing. He's sort of this. He's a director and an actor. He makes everything look easy. I mean, he's. There is no one else in the entire world like him.
That's the kind of director that I feel like I would always be. Not I, but someone would always be like looking for advice from. Not in the sense of like what to do with your life, but he probably just has wisdom, pearls of wisdom that just come out all the time.
Yeah, he does. And what's amazing about Ken is that he, a lot of people in our industry, they do their thing, and that's what they do. They direct or they act, and it's kind of self-contained. With Ken, he gives so many people opportunities. I mean, he cast me as a huge lead in this massive movie. He just generates work, and he takes people under his wing, and he's not just interested in himself. He's interested in making the best product. He wants the best from every single person, and he sets the example from himself, the front line, and the amount of people, it's countless. The amount of careers he's, Lily James, Tom Hiddleston. He's just given all these people that are now household names huge platforms, and he does it selflessly.
That cast is insane on Murder on the Orient Express.
It's mental.
What was it like working with all those people?
A dream. I mean, it was incredible. I got to watch all of them. My character is in almost every scene with Ken. I play his sort of Watson to his Sherlock Holmes. So I got to watch all of these amazing actors come in and work. So, Willem Dafoe came in one day, and it was just me, Ken, and Willem, and then Judi Dench came in, and then Johnny Depp, and then Josh Gad, and Penelope Cruz. It was ridiculous.
That's amazing. So it's like you're sitting in a room, and just these actors are just coming.
Yeah, it's like a little, turning doors of incredible actors. And I was just sat there going, hello. And then we got to, after Christmas, it was like everyone all got together, because it's a huge ensemble piece. So we went from one-on-one interviews, Ken and my character interviewing these characters in the movie, to everyone being in. And the first day back after Christmas, I had to give, my character gives this sort of 2-page speech to everyone. And Ken said, how are you feeling? And I said, well, it's like giving a speech to the Oscars. It's terrifying, this train full of greats. But they're all wonderful people, so it was a joy.
I'd rather give a speech to a train full of greats than a train full of struggling actors, to be honest with you.
Good point.
A train full of struggling actors is going to be sitting there going, you're not that good. You're not that good.
Yeah, I know.
I could be doing this.
That should have been me.
A train full of greats are just wondering, what time's lunch?
Exactly, yeah.
Tom, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man.
Mine.
Snatched comes out this weekend, right? Everybody go see it. It's incredibly funny. Tom Bateman, everybody. Tom, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. Thank you.